Hello everyone, I'm back for another review. I'm going to keep this one relatively short. So we've got a little L17. It's by Acebeam. Nice little light, not very big. It's running a TIR optic, total internal reflection. Great little thrower, and a must have if you're doing anything at distance, but not extreme distance though. So the thing about this, it's a fixed optic, so you're not going to be able to zoom it or anything like that. The reason I mention that is because in this review I thought I would do this alongside a couple of other lights, such as my everyday carry P7R. I'm sure just about everyone has seen one of these. I've had that for about 3 years, as you can tell, but with the zoom function, very handy. And then I've also got a Nextorch T10L. Now that's LEP, which has plenty of functions too, but they're all very, very specific sort of things. So your LEP is for distance, but you're only going to see what's in that dot, and that is it. Okay, so yeah, that's very specific. P7R is a bit more everyday carry. For work, I use it for work. I'm a mechanic in the mines, and it's very handy. A lot of us carry them. It's just for every situation. If you need to see up a little bit of distance, like I'm not talking far, it's great for that. Or if you're up close, yeah, obviously you can turn it back to flood and use it as a work light. And then we've got things like the L17, which can be used for a few things too, including hunting. And so it also has an accessory that I don't have today, though I have got a similar one, which is a pressure switch, and they can go on the end of the light and when it's mounted to a rifle. The other cool thing about the Acebeam L17 is it can come in green and also red as well as white. Now I did some measurements on this. I ended up getting 136,800 candela, and I got 1325 lumens. Now the other thing about this light that you need to know, at a minute and a half it got to 53 degrees. Now that's on turbo, so double click, turbo, and you're only going to have it about a minute and a half. I don't recommend lights get any hotter than 50 odd degrees. I don't think it's a good idea, put it that way. And it has the little hot symbol on the side. Got to follow the instructions. So yeah, I'd be very careful of that. So basically you'd use it for a bit of everyday carry, but also a distance. You'll see in the video it's got a decent beam. It's got strobe function, it's got 4 levels of light, and I think you'd be very happy with it. Clip. It also came with a charging cable, USB charging cable. It's running an 18650 battery, and it also came with a nice little pouch. Now, I think you'll be very happy with it if you were to buy it, though it is only a single cell, and it also gets very hot on turbo. So just know what you're after when you are looking to buy a light. For example, with the P7R, and I'm a little bit surprised at, we are now in 2021, and like Ledlenser, and also I'll show you. So when in my car, for example, I'll have this. I took this out of my car. It's plugged into the USB port in the power outlet. Bang! It just sits on there. It'll charge on the way to work or on the way home. Not a problem. Another light that does that is the Javelot, the new Javelot Turbo. It's got a magnetic charging end on it too, which I sort of feel is a bit of a must now in 2021. But anyways, some people might like the cells that they can charge and have multiple cells so they can charge them, and one's done, out, in, off your trot. So it's up to the individual. But anyways, have a great night. It's what, a bit after 9 o'clock here. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of video I took after this, and that I'll show you, sorry, after this. And all the best. Take care. Okay, first up, we have the L17. You see that out there, those trees there, it's about 200 metres. Let's bring that in. This is a TIR optic, so you won't see too much spill. Some closer trees. Great little torch. It's about 1300 or so lumens, a bit higher. Fantastic little torch. Not a very big torch, single cell, single battery, but very capable. Okay, now bear with me. I'll put that in my pocket and I'll get out my go-to, which is my P7R, for this 1000 lumens. Now it's a very similar sized torch, but I just thought I'd get it out for comparison. I've had this for about 3 years. Quite a reliable little torch. Doesn't have the distance of the L17, but this is more of a everyday carry. It's not real specific, so I can obviously zoom in and out with it, as you can see. And now reach into my other pocket, and this is the Nextorch. Now this is LEP, and it's very difficult to see. There we go, so that's it, the tree close to me, and just bear with me again, I will zoom in on those trees out the back there. So that's, there we go, and that's 200 metres. But with the LEP, you can only see what is in that dot. And so it's good, but just remember that's all you're going to see, because this thing is just that narrow. There's some more trees out the back there. And that's why when you're picking your torch, you definitely need to know what you're after, what you're going to use it for. So, incredible torch. But yeah, LEP is amazing to throw, but you are only going to see what is in that dot. So then I'll take my L17 back out, and so you can see, even though this is narrow, it still puts a decent halo around what you're looking at, so you can sort of see either side, which is very handy. So you know what's coming in and going out of your view. But still very capable. I mean, that's 200 metres. Very capable. Okay.